Okay, in fact, it's just been only 10 minutes. I'll have to do 10 minutes. And I'll just show you now. Remember this bit was bouncing back? Voila. Come on, it's ready. It's like, I'm ready, y'all. I'm ready to be shaped. So I guess let's do a bun first. Pourquoi pas? So bun is easy. It's just like a little bit of rounding up. So take your little mini ball of dough. Oh, I should mention that I took one of these squares and just divided it into two for the bun, because buns are like 80 grams. Okay, so see, I made a nice little, I connected all the four corners, and I'm going to give it a nice pinch, okay? And then I'm going to make a claw. Put this into the claw. Roll it, so you're kind of rolling it like this, but you want the friction to take over to make this into a nice round ball. So you're using the friction on the counter, so definitely no flour. And you can feel it starting to tighten up. Starting to tighten up. Hey, what? See, look at that. Isn't that nice? Put that aside. Do it again. Corner, 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 corner. Fifth corner. Just keep cornering till it makes a rough ball. Okay, so there's a nice rough ball. And then if it seems like they're going to come apart, I'll do a pinch with pinch and pinch. Claw, boop, down, round it. Oh yes. Gets nice and taut. There's a nice little bun. Okay, so we got two buns going. Now, the next step for the demi baguettes is we're going to make tubes, what I call tubing it. So, you got your rectangle. You take the top bit, like on your mirror. So you take the top bit, and you fold it over halfway. Press it in. Make sure it's attached. Turn it, and then do the same thing, but bring the top bit to the end. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you how I learned it, and then I'll show you, it's a technique that I found took a lot of practice and was a bit frustrating. You have your thumb, and you want to get it. What you're doing is you're sealing it. So you're kind of going like this, boop, 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 boop. So I'm going to do that. We're sealing it. We're sealing. We're sealing. We're sealing. We're sealing. Right? That's sealed. And then because I used to have a problem with the seams blowing out during baking, so I just usually give it another little pinch. And I'm going to rest that. So that rests. So you can see where this is going, no? So I'll do that again. And in case you don't want to do the thumb technique, so once again, the top bit comes down halfway. Make a seal. And then I turn it and take the top bit and fold it down all the way. And then you can just pinch it, y'all. Just pinch it, but make sure it's nice and pinched. I'm going a full thumb down. Don't just pinch it right at the top. Pinch it. You don't want this to blow out. Or maybe you do. I don't know. But that's not what a baguette looks like. So this rests. Okay. So that's the beginnings of two demi baguettes. And it's the same thing for the pain de pie. The pain de pie starts as a baguette. Okay, so boop, and go to the end. Okay. And pinch for safety. Okay. So these are going to rest for another 10 minutes just like this, because once again they're just like, you worked me, I need a break. I need to take a smoke break. So these are going to rest. We rest them covered, and then we'll come back and do the final steps. Okay. So the buns are more or less ready to proof. I'll just give them another little surface tightening. And excuse me. Okay, so here's how we shape a baguette. I've rested them seam side down. The seam is where I pinched it. And you might notice once they've rested a bit, you can sort of foresee where they might blow out during baking. So feel free to give it another little pinch. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, so here's the technique for rolling out. You take your dough, baby. You put it down, seam side down. Okay. Hands, cups. And then you'll start in the center. It's a little bit difficult because it's so tiny, but you start in the center and you sort of move outwards, if that makes sense. So here I go. And if it starts to snap back, this is starting to snap back already a little bit, just give it a chance to rest. So we're going to make that one rest. Always when you're resting or the dough is not being actively used, cover it. We don't want a skin to form. So I'll do this again. It's like when your hands are in the center and you can feel the dough starting to budge, then start moving your hands outwards. If that makes any sense. See, that one's behaving much better. Okay, so we'll rest that one. How's this one doing? Better. It's better. Incidentally, this is the same way that I would shape the challah strands when I'm making challah. Same technique. And the final one. It's okay? Yes, it's okay. So now let's go. Now see, this one it's a bit fatter on this end, so I'm gonna try and fix that while I'm rolling. So I'm gonna start a little bit off center. This one's a bit tight. I think it needs to rest a bit longer. But that's the basic idea. And if you really want to get into it, the way I used to study for exams is by using Play-Doh for shaping. So that's how I practiced shaping for challah and for baguettes as well. So here we have, we got these 3 babies. They're ready to go. These are ready to go in the couche. This is very exciting. I might do them just a little bit skinnier and longer. And then we'll put them in the couche. Someone was asking what a couche was, and it's just a long length of unbleached linen. But before I had a couche, I was using clean tea towels, something like this. As long as it's not too, as long as it's not nubbly, you don't want that. So my couche is on my baking pan, and there's my first one. I got that one in. And these rest seam side up. It's hard to see. Did I do that one seam side up? Yo, no, I did not. These rest seam side up. And they'll proof for about another, 60 minutes. It's pretty warm in here, so we'll see how we go. And then I'm going to pop the buns on there as well. Oops. Okay. Once again, we always cover the dough. We don't want a skin to form. And I will put it, I'm going to leave it out on the counter